Hi guys, welcome back to A Voice in the Influence. It is your girl Tykeisha T. Lemons, and it is Saturday, so you know what that means. Time for Saturday inspirations, and you know how we do it on Saturdays. We keep it short and sweet. And so today I wanted to talk to you guys about how not to allow anyone to upset you or hurt your feelings. Now, in a situation where someone has upset you or hurt your feelings, most of the time it brings, you down. It really pisses you off. And, um, what I've noticed is oftentimes people will act as if they're not bothered by what someone did. So we're going to use an example of someone who you care about, someone who you are really close to that hurted your feelings. Okay. Let's say a person pissed you off and you're upset. Someone asks you, why are you upset? And you say, because this is what they said. And what you have to realize about that is when someone tells you how they feel about you by saying something negative to you or saying something negative about you, that really has nothing to do with you. This person is telling you how they feel about you, which means that feeling of toxicity, that feeling of jealousy, or that feeling of insecurity, or let's say competition or anger or resentment is coming from them. That feeling is inside of them. So it really has nothing to do with you. Now, what you need to do is you need to really think about what they said. Is there any truth in what they said? Because if there is any truth in what they said, then it's an opportunity for you to grow. However, if they said something negative about you that is hurtful and that is like intended to really just make you feel bad about yourself, then you have to realize that is how they feel in the inside, because it's coming from them. So really, in that type of situation, when someone is bringing negativity into your life, toxicity into your life by what they're saying to you and how they're speaking to you, what you have to realize is that is a reputation of what they're going through in the inside. And oftentimes you can see that in their behaviors. You can see that in the things that they do. So when a person says something about you in that magnitude, you have to really just shake that dust up off your feet and move on, because you understand that has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with him. Now, as I did mention, we want to be sure that we think about what they said to see if there's any room for us to grow, because this could just be our opportunity to say, okay, you know what, you absolutely right. You know what? And you get your lesson and you move on and you truly grow. You don't have to let them know that you got the lesson if they're being, disrespectful and they're trying to just intentionally hurt you. But you can always, in any situation, look at it from a standpoint, what can I learn? And if you learn from the situation, then it's nothing to be upset about. It's just an opportunity for you to grow. Now, the big piece about this, though, is that in a situation where you feel some type of way about what someone has said about you, the reality about this is that your ego is hurt. Your ego is hurt. And oftentimes we will focus on what the person said and be so butthurt that, oh, I can't believe that they disrespected me like that. I can't believe that that's what they said. But like I said, it's an opportunity for you to grow if there is any room, if there is a lesson in it, but it's also a opportunity for you to let your ego die. Now, you may say, why do I want to allow my ego to die? Because your ego is just resistant. It is resisting from you from moving forward. The ego doesn't want you to grasp the concept of evolving. The ego wants to keep you in a comfortable space. So anytime your ego gets hurt, it's just resisting change. It's resisting change. So this is an opportunity. It is important. I don't want you guys to get lost in what I'm saying. You need to really understand that it is important for you to know yourself, and know yourself in such a way that you don't allow what someone says about you to hurt your ego. You see what I'm saying? So my philosophy is of letting your ego die is don't resist what a person says. Just accept the fact that that's how the person feels. But in knowing that that's how they feel about you, that is their feelings. It has nothing to do with your ego. You see what I'm saying? So don't allow your ego to be upset about what someone said about you. Because the first thing of letting your heart be wounded is offense. And so the key is to have a gate around your heart to where you cannot be offended. Don't be offended by what someone else said, because when you become offended and become wounded, now it closed the door for you to be vulnerable. Because in order to be vulnerable, you have to open yourself up. And when you open yourself up, you are opening yourself up for people to be able to hurt you, because you're trusting that nothing is going to go wrong, right? And so the key is, don't allow people to get inside the gate of your heart to where you can be offended. Because if you don't allow them to get inside the gate of your heart to get you to be offended, then you always can be vulnerable. You always can be authentic with yourself, because you know who you are and you understand that people's opinions and how people feel is based on them. It has nothing to do with you. However, you do always have to be open enough to be able to really explore what the person is saying, but in a healthy way, meaning your perception is always, how can I get better? How can I grow? How can I evolve? And when you look at and you come up against the world in that perspective, you will continue to grow, and you will continue to teach other people how to grow as well. Because when you don't get offended by what someone says, what they did, it bounces off of you and it goes right back to them. Because what we do is we are a mirror onto ourselves and also onto others. So it is always important to explore what's going on. But the key is to not get offended, because offense will wound the heart. It will close down your vulnerability, and now you can't trust. And when you can't trust, you close the door to opportunity. You close the door to meaningful relationships. You close the door to a lot of different things. And so it's important for us to really just continue to embrace who we are, continue to grow, continue to sharpen our mind and learn more about ourselves, so that we can have these meaningful relationships with ourselves and also with other people. So I hope you guys have learned something from this message. I hope it inspired you. I hope you guys enjoy your day on today. Have a great day. I am headed to do some shopping for a family member, and I just wanted to kind of do a little something to myself on today as I go out. I'm gonna put on a maybe a pink lip, or maybe even a red lip. I like this blush dress that I have on, and I'm gonna put on maybe a pink lip, or maybe do a nude lip. I think I'm gonna do my nude because my pink lip is in my other purse. So I'm going to do a nude lip. Yeah. So enjoy your day, guys, and thanks for tuning in to Saturday Inspirations. It is your girl, Tykeesh T. Lemons, here with another episode, and this is my new lip. Yes, enjoy your day. Peace. Cute.